And Anape, I gave out one tip that said that every 3 months learn a new skill. And so I've decided to learn ICT and learn it well. Also, what do you anything? What do you want to do? Every 3 months, make sure that you're learning a new skill. And one of the important skills that you will need right now in this world we're in is ICT. All right, we're about to have a conversation. So, Mukaisa, last week we started a conversation around types of communication and how to communicate right. What are the mistakes we do in communication that we need to avoid? We're continuing on the conversation of communication, but very, very importantly, make up your mind. Say, ICT this year, dear, what the better, your vision, what the better niyama you ought to know. Dr. Philip Aryee is the CEO and founder of Success Institute of Professional Studies. I'm continuing the conversation on communication. How do you keep communication going? How do you keep it strong? How do you keep it authentic, opened? Dr. Kwaba, lovely to have you again. Lovely to have you. It's officially the love month.
Wow, yes, it is.
Next week, Val's Day. I was thinking about, communication a lot and communication in relationship. But before we go there, let's recap on last week, what you said, a little bit of what you said about communication. And let's come to how to keep communication open or going.
Thanks for giving me the opportunity, Semen Sambra show is to last week, you can say about communication. I can say communication is trying to transfer information from a sender to a receiver. And I can say the sender must understand what I call the coding process, and then the receiver must also understand what we call the decoding process. The 5 kinds of communications that we have. We said your verbal, non-verbal, written, visual, and then listening, which is also part of communication. Okay. Then also we started looking at the various problems that we have in communication. So we look at number 1, not listening. And then we also look at the fact that we try to interrupt the speech of the person who is trying to send a message to us. So I think that these are the few things that we touched about.
Yeah.
Now, there are some various points problems in communication. The next one I'm a person failure to understand the time, the tone, and the place of communication. So I say about the time, the tone of voice, and a baby ube communicate a problem. And to be more communicate voice or the casano as a voice nanu a was so and I feel so until the time of communication and so I say because there is a right time was with me passing on information. Especially ebia ukunu efi ejumaba wabre onyewure fi ape na with the all kinds of issues shiano and I feel so no where can you communicate effectively? It must be behind closed door, and it must be a place a safe and secure. But and funny no or kasa basa. It's a very big problem in communication. And I feel so no, when we don't understand cultural differences, a serious problem in communication. Akwala ote abrochire, awenyi abrochire.
Yeah.
Any akwala watna Ghana ache omu kasa the understanding is totally different altogether. And sometimes I was say itimi understanding the cultural differences bibi ohonomo asantini is so important to an Ashanti man when you are saying, and some of the things that you are saying to is a no-go area, it's a taboo. And it's a one to the cultural background of the person communicating now. No, there will always be a problem. And also you consider the cultural background of the person. Ghana people have the way they behave.
Yeah.
Ashanti people, Ewe people,
Yeah.
British people, Ghanaian
Yeah.
people. So our culture must also be considered when we are communicating. And then also, no say, who communicate amo being so, you have to make sure that the person is understanding what you are talking about. And many of the time, no, you kasasa without trying to let the person, without trying to get a feedback
Feedback.
from the
Okay.
person now. So these are some of the few common problems a work communication mu, and until we solve these common problems in communication no, we can never send or pass our messages across to people.
Lovely. How do we keep communication open, or let me put it authentic? Just like Ya was saying this morning, say, it should be a communication, ya count, but ya yana trara to say, it be a time. For example, 6:37. Which one? Into the member of 6:30 and a member of 7 and in those situations where communication, I say, ya yana to say, fun. How do you try and keep it, keep it open?
One of the problems are your war, especially our Ghana near we are not able to be firm about communication. Minim semeba Max TV. Minim timer yede amami. Okay. And I make sure say by 7:40 I'm already in the studio getting ready to be on the set. And the producer has also made it clear to me, say duha 7:40.
Yeah.
One can say duha between 7:15, 8 a Ghana for our behavior of not being emphatic. And you know, we have to always make sure we are emphatic. And then also conclude on communication.
Conclude.
On communication.
I like that. Let me write that. Conclude on communication.
Listening is also part of communication.
Sure.
So how do we learn to listen?
Okay, listening, sometimes you think that somebody is listening, but in many cases the person is not listening. And you have to ask, of course, some rhetoric questions. Are we on the same page? Okay. Are you understand what I'm trying to say? And then Upa try. Can you repeat what I've said to me?
Okay.
Because the person is not listening. Many of the time, people are rather thinking about what they will say to you than they trying to understand what you are saying and what you are talking about. And to Okasano, instead so be dia obetie no ahwese wate ase no. Onu mum dream or person or catch response or person or demand. So many of the time, no, people are not really listening. So until say ube bisane say, utinya mekaye ase. Can you repeat it back to me again? And what now be who say asem na ukaye no.
Whether you're on the same page or not.
And so it's important say the sender must always try to find out if the person is getting
the receiver
it.
Is receiving.
Ufre secretary bi wa broach say be a company be a obeka say okay, let me take a bit of notes. Or we are say, can I repeat back to you what you just said? And the person is trying to make sure say what tinia can say.
Okay.
Then repeating that back to you, you also confirm or say niana opese wo kan eno pepepe ena waka.
Doc, baby say why should I study ICT?
Oh, okay. This world, when it comes to career, you have to get a relevant career that will be profitable to you. Now, a career which is based in ICT is the career you must go. With ICT skill, you have a global skill. It's a skill that you can operate in anywhere in the world. So what ICT skill is what? It positions you to get a better job. What ICT skill is what? When there's a promotion at your workplace, you are more likely to be promoted. And an ICT skill is like it is in Sanujuma. I will be to me at the above bra. And the ICT skill is so important. The future now, ICT.
Absolutely.
See, organize free tuition ICT training. I'll be to me actually more about the programs and the courses and why are they free tuition?
Okay, sisi an ye free tuition ICT program ebe man nkrofo enya insanu juma ewo ICT mu. Sa ICT course ne ye 3 levels. Level 1 Microsoft Office. Eno ne be Word, Excel, Access, PowerPoint and Outlook. Enu biom no ye be san computer hardware. Send you be build it, wa repair, no assemble computers. Eno level 1. So we level 1 na ubetimi aye obibi ti say data analyst. Eno no globally we are professional mo the salary you can make is over $40,000 US. Now we so aba level 2 aba be web design, how to design website, update website. We no so aba be web developer. Now we level 2 ne so wasan aba be graphic design. Send you design logo, flyers, send you mounted billboard, and niema. Enti sa free tuition course here, you know, 3 different levels. Level 1, level 2, level 3. Now ube you know, now when ya ensanu juma in ICT 3 different areas are. So the me the about bra, now was wait me e dia nya bibi aye ewo abrabom.
Wow, Obibe Bisa said, who qualifies to enroll in such a program? Wana and your one who quite say obe, you know, obe for this program.
Well, Obibia ubetimi atro na wakai. Ubetimi aba sa program we say JHS students for, SHS students for, doctors. It doesn't matter who you are. Obibia upese unya ejuma eye within ICT, which is a very good and lucrative job. You know, ubetimi aba besua. Se unso computer mu dakura po a ubetimi aba, because by the time I do befa all the 3 levels no uba be a professional ewo ICT.
Yeah, that's it, baby. Currently, like I've been, you know, searching YouTube, looking for videos, you know, and following a lot of the things that you have been doing. Why? Because like you said, and so you're a data analyst, and that's who wants any of these ICT, you know, programs. Where did he?
That's right.
Want to mean kasa utifia wuni juma. So it makes it very, very. It's a viable, a friend saying, skill to have in today's world. Tiyetchin komoyano, Success Institute of Professional Studies, womo number na edal screen. So right now, womo sanso ewo kaswa, into womo kaswa campus to make sure someone more that environment ni nyinano and yafi na moba all the way to North Kaneshi. It is a wo Accra, wo betumi North Kaneshi is the place for you. Wo further to Wage and Soa and Kaswa Soa, then there is a Kaswa campus for you. Number ni is 0598 216 552. Number nibium 0598 216 552. Doc, yes, sorry, so no, and if an for better forms.
Okay, forms no, and I'm going to say, no, and any china na I was saying for ebefa form because Monday and a class no, share ASEM. You were North Carnation, you been Kodesh. Now North Carnation telephone numbers no, and the war screen nesono. And I san wa kaswa so baby from Nyanyo Road. Now application form 100 Ghana cedis, but ya teso about 50 Ghana cedis.
Wow.
A year and then china. Now me pacho and so the last thing I can say 80% practical course. You be mo be a computer or the base there. It is all per se o kan man there. But more than so be back campus so anope ya no ba be fill with form with 50 Ghana cedis. And then you will be so you be can so that Monday now wait to me about the program anyhow.
Doc, say me person make a program no me ye juma na pa. Nti are there, you know, classes?
Okay, yes. Yeah, what sisi ani there anopa class na ayema.
Okay.
Anopa class na ayema. Nti ye enumere class. Enumere class na 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. And ye weekend class. Weekend class no Thursday to Saturday. And no ye anopa class no ekwan ewo kakra wo ho. Ana enumere nso ekwan kakra ho. Ni na Thursday to Saturday 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and then 5 p.m. to 8 p.m.
I think so. Then they've covered all. You
Yeah.
know, we
What
a Jumana
what
pa. You can go in your
I love about this whole
Yes,
thing is that
yes.
80% practical, unyebi will be, and that is what is very important. Numbers in that what TV screens, so please pick it up right now at 026-220-1248 and then 055-321-8533. Please do give him a call right now. Say Anopa section in the then I am inti in available. Thank you so much for educating us every day.